All right, welcome back, everybody. ASAP Graham here. This is the continuation of our Crusader Kings 3 Chronicle, where we are trying to take back Italia, reclaim Italia. And we have a couple things to go over. First of all, last episode we had a change in command. What do you call that? Like a transition of power. Our king died, and so now we're playing as his son. And this is Valens II of Italy. Make note that it says the second. Okay. I just want you to note that. Because the other thing that happened today was that Crusader Kings 3, the Iberian patch, I forget what it's called, but it's Castle Patch 1.6 with the Iberian DLC dropped today. And that broke some mods. Well, I mean, it didn't break them. A bunch of mods updated to stay with that patch. Now, I tried to load this save up and play it with 1.6, and to be honest, everything worked except the final death numbers that happened in Bannerlord did not transfer back into this game. The numbers were wonky on how many deaths each respective army suffered. It wasn't whatever ratio it does for how many kills you had in Bannerlord to translate that to the larger numbers of armies that we're dealing with here in CK3. That did not happen. And so I had to go back to the LaFleur patch on CK3, which is 1.5.1.1. When I did that, a bunch of mods are no longer compatible with that, or they flag as not being compatible because those mod authors updated them to 1.6, and these come off the Steam Workshop. Unlike Nexus, I can't find a place to look for older versions of that mod. Now the thing is that most of those mods seem to be working just fine. They're not affected. That's why we have Despot Valens II. This is the result of a mod called Count to 2. That mod is updated for 1.6. I'm playing 1.5.1.1. And we've still got this showing. So the mod flags as being a mismatch for this version of CK3 because the mod author updated his for 1.6, CK3 1.6. But it doesn't have an impact. What did have an impact, unfortunately, and this is a big loss, well, honestly, gameplay-wise, I don't think it's a big loss. It's more immersion, but it's the community flavor pack. All of the ladies had their boobies out. All of them. Every single one of them. Because that also was updated to 1.6. And it's too bad because the clothing looked cool. Like our leader here looked better. All the dudes were fully clothed. They looked awesome. And if I'm being honest with you, the chicks looked awesome too, because they had their jewelry on and they had their hats and nothing else. You know, but this is YouTube and this is family friendly and we ain't doing that nonsense, you know. So what I ended up having to do was I disabled community flavor pack. So these we're back to just these are the normal base game. What do you call them? Accessories, I guess, the clothing options. Other than that, I can't see anything different. Even the buildings, I've got a mod up that gives you a different variety of what buildings look like and stuff. And you can see down here, we've got extra special buildings. This one has the Grand Cathedral in it. Salerno. Where's Salerno at? Napoli. Salerno has the Scuola Medica Salernitana. Those are all still there. They seem to be working just fine. We don't have any issues with those. We just had the issues with the community flavor pack. So there's your update. That's what we've done. To simplify and distill that all down, we're playing the old CK3 patch 1.5.1.1. It was called Fleur de Lis. We are not using the community flavor pack, and that's it. That's really just all that changed right there. So we will go ahead and press on. I tested several battles and stuff. I attacked the papacy for Tuscany. Now we're not going to do that for real here. I could probably get away with it, but I want to role play this. We just had a transition of power, and I want to stabilize the kingdom. Something else I have found out. I don't know if this is because I didn't notice this before, but I suspect it's been this way the entire time. When I click on integrate title, if I mouse over Apulia, it says County of Apulia is not de jure drifting towards Despotate of Sicily. So it's not going to work. I can click on it, and it doesn't change him. He's still sitting here on foreign affairs because it's not a valid target. Okay? But if we scroll up, we see some lines here, almost like it's turning to Catholicism, and that actually might be what it's reflecting. I don't really know. But if I mouse over it, it tells me that I can integrate this title. Now, I'm not going to. This would make Ancona de jure part of Salerno. That doesn't make any sense. I'm not doing that. But what I might do is integrate it maybe. I don't want to do. Tuscany's already got 4 counties in it. I think 4 or 5. It's a large duchy. So I'm just not going to mess with it. There's nothing here. There are no other options. So I believe these lines, see, Spoleto shows up the same way. These lines show that these are the 2 duchies that can be integrated into Salerno if I so chose. And I'm not going to choose to do that, but I wanted to point that out. So what we have is our marshal is in the county of Foggia. He's got 7 years left on his task to regain control over that county. We have 3 years left for our steward to convert Logudoro to Roman culture. And our bishop is converting faith over where? The county of Ajaccio. That's right here. He's converting these guys from Catholic to Orthodox. Also, our own wife is Cattolica. We don't want that. So we're going to ask her to convert. She will accept. And she converted. Show our vassal in, and we gain 50 gold and 150 prestige, and the dynasty of Aquila gains 50 renown. Excelente. We're making 47 ducats a month. Let's check out. We're building everywhere. Looks like Trani maybe can upgrade its castle. No, because they're Sicilian. That's right. I remember that. I hold these counties currently. County of Lucca and County of Arezzo. Where are you, Arezzo? Here's Lucca. And Arezzo's right here. Okay. I am eventually moving up here to Florence because due to, I cannot remember their names, guys. Oh, I feel like an idiot. Huge family name. During the Renaissance, this merchant family became the de facto owners, basically, of Florence. They began running it, and they were bankers. This was, the Renaissance is a period that saw power slowly ebbing from the nobility, landowners, to the merchant money holders. And this family here, super popular. Cosimo was the first one that got real famous. Gosh, I can't remember the name. But anyway, because of that legacy, Florence is a big money maker. There are some buildings we can put up here. The duchy itself has a lot of counties that it makes excellent crownland territory, and I am anticipating that we will eventually own Latium also. So that keeps the crownlands close, and that's just the plan. So I've got 2,300. There we go. I want to upgrade. What kind of land are we on? First of all, we might need to overhaul some things. We're in hills. These are plains. That's the city, though. The barony is in hills. This should be a troop. It should produce troops. So I want to get rid of fell pastures and replace that with military camps, I think. And we'll keep the hound pens. And Lucca, we need to take a look at it. The barony of Lucca sits in plains, so this could be a moneymaker, and it looks like they have it set up that way. We have hamlets, homesteads, and hound pens. Yeah, they do have it set up that way. Let's make sure there's no other... Yeah, everything else is a military option. Okay, very good. So we'll go with that. Urbino. Urbino was up here, wasn't it? Where did I notice that at? Here it is. That's actually part of this duchy here. I'm going to be giving that away, so I'm not going to invest in Urbino. I will hand that over eventually. Okay, again, we cannot upgrade because we just took over. It says they recently changed crown authority. I did? Yeah, I was forced to. So we can't change this until 1191. That's a long time. A long time. Okay. All right, well, there's our catch up. You know what we're up to. Let's take a look at the faith map. And is this part of us? Yes. We have these counties to convert. Everything up here in Italy has to convert, and northern Corsica has to convert. So we're working on that. And then culture-wise, really before we even begin glancing at this stuff, we're just trying to take care of what we've had for forever and a day. After Sardinia, I'm going to come down here to Sicily and try and convert this to Roman, and then we're just going to march our way up. Oh, Corsica too, though. Sardinia French, that even makes sense. This is where Napoleon was from. All right. Well, I think that's a pretty thorough overview. Everybody should be caught up. You know what's going on real world with the patches, and you know what's going on in the game and what I'm up to there. Let's go through this real quick. I understand I have low county control. I have too many held duchies. I probably need to hand Apulia over. Yeah, because I've got the Duchy of Tuscany. I need to hand Apulia over. That means I need to hand those counties over too, though, and I'm not prepared to do that. I'm just going to soak up the malice right now. We will ask for extra gold. We're going to get about 1,300. These guys, the Duke of Spoleto and the Duke of Calabria, they're not bad. They're competent. They're just not talented, and I have a very talented council right now, so they cannot break into the council. They're not good enough. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. We can usurp the Kingdom of Romagna. I'm not interested in doing that just yet. We can create the Duchy of Sardinia or the Kingdom of Sardinia. Again, not interested in doing that. We can negotiate alliances, but these people are already vassals of ours. And so I don't really see why I would, be warned some alliances are more trouble than they are worth. So I'd rather not. We're second in line to inherit the county of Orbitello. I forget where Orbitello's at. I think it... No, I was going to say it's over here, but it's not. But anywho, okay. That one of our brothers got that county. We can read the biography, but I'm not interested. And we can lawfully imprison, I think that's our wife. No. Demetra, oh, it's our mom. And I think I checked in on this and I was able to find out she was plotting somebody's murder. We're not going to throw her in prison. That stuff happens all the time. In medieval days, plotting somebody's murder was a slap on the wrist, I guess. Too many held duchies. Yep, understand that. Alrighty then. On 20 March 1177 AD, let's put you on pause. I'll see you at the next significant event. Okay, well that didn't take long. We have a warning about a faction having enough military power to send an ultimatum soon. That faction is the Liberty faction. This Liberty faction was the reason that we had to lower our crown authority before, and that we're sitting here until 1191 before we can move it back up. So I do not want to get hammered by these guys again. I'm going to try something here. I don't know if it'll work. I'm going to pick him. I kind of already researched this, so I think it's this guy and his third daughter. His first daughter is married. His second daughter is betrothed. His third daughter is unmarried. She's consecrated bloodline and comely. She's of the Asarian dynasty. Oh, she's this is a cadet branch, I think, because that's our symbol. So she is related to us, but it should be distantly. And so what I want to do is arrange a marriage. She's how old? 11? I don't really want to use... Oh gosh, that's really the only choice. Ugh. I mean, I could... Let me try Tiberius, even though this makes me... makes my skin crawl. He's 38, she's 11. Okay. They are related, and there is a risk of their children being inbred. Oh gosh, this is morally reprehensible. Send proposal. I gladly accept your betrothal proposition. Your cousin Tiberius will be betrothed to my granddaughter, Marciana. Excellent. Now, that actually seemed to... make his position worse. What about send a gift? What else can we do? Grant, revoke, modify, grant vassal, retract vassal, claim a title, request divorce, request claim. There doesn't seem to be... I wonder, aren't we pretty skilled now? We're 14. Can I sway you while at the same time plotting your murder? You're already scheming against Duke Valerian. Okay, well, let's go for sway first. If we mouse over him, you notice there it says Faction military power 45.5%. So the marriage did not work. I guess it would have to be a closer tie than what we got there. It would have to probably be one of his kids, and they're all married already. You can prevent a vassal from joining a faction by making them your friend, lover, prisoner, or ally. Oh, so marriage works outside of the realm because they then become an ally of yours. They will also refrain from joining factions if they are terrified or if you have a strong hook on them. Am I able to make you a friend? Do I have that option? I don't think so. That's an ability that comes in one of those trees. And I am on the health tree right now, and it's not part of that tree. Okay, well, let's just keep the clock rolling, keep you guys here, see if this works out for us or not. 10 months time, put it speed 4. Oh, they can send an ultimatum before. Maybe I can. They're going to be able to send an ultimatum before my sway operation is done. So perhaps I can host a lavish feast. Okay. Well, did he not come to? Oh, some people dropped out of that, but I guess not everybody attended. What about calling a hunt? Which Duke is this? Duke Valerian. Let's give this trophy to our son. Largest boar I've ever seen. Even after the beast was wounded, the chase lasted half a day. I already have 2 hanging in my halls, so we'll hand it to our son. Can I send you another gift? All right, they're below the threshold and opinions are improving. What else might I be able to do? Maybe go on a pilgrimage because I'll get a modifier and certain people will like me more because of it. We'll go to Jerusalem. Okay, we're ill, but we'll press on. Pneumonia, oh man. Yeah, we gained pneumonia. That's probably really, really bad. Critical health penalty. Okay, the Duke was swayed. He still hasn't left that faction. All right, good to be home, but we have pneumonia. Racked by coughs and dizzy with fever, Valen suffers from an infection of the lungs. Discontent is down from 56% to 32%. Oh, I think he just left. I think he left the faction there. I must admit, I did worry for my life at one point, but now that anguish is nothing but a pale memory, full of thankfulness, I draw a deep breath, readying myself for the day to come. Lost the trait pneumonia. That's awesome. All right. Good, 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 good. Okay. A faction targeting you has disbanded. Yeah, but not the Liberty faction. That one's still a problem. Let's try swaying. Who are you? Duke Valerian II of Spoleto. Alcesarian. Okay. And we're gonna work on him next. Throw him some gold. Guess early on we're gonna have to buy our loyalty. Until we can establish ourselves, but this is keeping us out of succession crises. We're being raided, all right. Wife inspires recruitment. We can petition our liege. I should pay homage, and I'll give him gold. 300 gold. All right. Now, is there anything that I would want to petition him on? Council appointment. Sponsor priests. Oh, that might be helpful. I am escorted into Basileus Theodorus' throne room, where he beckons for me to approach and address him. I fervently explain the situation in my fiefdom and the need for support in order to bring the sinful multitudes the light of orthodoxy. After listening to this speech, he smiles warmly at me and states, "Absolutely, vassal. I shall dispatch my agents immediately to take care of this matter." So he's going to spend 160 gold on this operation, and he gains 10 opinion of me. All of my holdings of another faith gains sponsored proselytizers for 5 years. Convert faith in county will progress faster in counties with this modifier. We both gain 25 renown. The holder of this county has requested their liege sponsor its conversion to the true faith. Popular opinion neg 15. All right. Good development for us. Let's take Carefree. Stress gain is reduced by 20%. Whoops. We're playing at speed 4. Oh no. Oh, Elvira. My wife, Despotisa Elvira, assures me it is the way of life, but her hand lingers on her belly. What I would like to do is romance her, but I really need to keep this scheme going, so as cheap as it sounds, I'm going to send gift. We're going to pretend like I buy her a gift, not give her money, right? But I bring her something. Princess of the Byzantine Empire. Oh, we must have grown up together as kids. Like, remember, these people are always holding parties so that these kids can get to know each other. There is our timer. Okay. Ah. That county converted. That's why this task was aborted. So we will now work on converting the county of Bastia. Wonder what Bastia means, because basta means stop, if I remember right. Basta. The thing is, I don't actually remember if that's Italian or Portuguese. I think it's Italian. Basta. And it means stop. But surely Bastia would mean something else. All right, anyway, it's the 27th of August, 1179 AD, and we pretty much played this as a traditional episode. If I were to do this all of the time, we'd be looking at like a 400 episode series, but so I kind of don't think that's what anybody wants in the norm. That's why I like to use that pause function and just sort of bring you back for the significant events, and then you watch all the battles and stuff. But let's go ahead and save it. Again, we are in a period where we're trying to grow our credibility with our people. We're trying to develop our counties. I say that word. We're trying to build stuff up. But here in a few episodes, I'm kind of waiting to see if the papacy breaks up a little bit. But if that's not done by 1185, let's say, then I think I'm going to attack for the Duchy of Tuscany. Maybe even before then, because I would really like to go ahead and we need to pass this duchy on. I want to move the capital into Florence. Those kinds of things, you know. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. But for right now, that's where we're at. This is what the world looks like. Well, let's look at what Sicily looks like first. We have all of this. This is ours too. We lack the papacy. We lack. We have claims on this entire area. This is the Duchy of Romagna that we usurped that title, and then Florence down here, and I think Pisa are de jure part of Tuscany. No, Pisa's by itself because Pisa's kind of like a merchant republic, I think. It's its own thing. But Florence is definitely part of the Duchy of Tuscany. And then right here is the Duchy of Romagna. So we have de jure claims on all that stuff. Now they extend up further. I lived up in this area. Over here. These are the Dolomites. Well, this is probably showing you the Alps as a whole, but up front it's the Dolomites, which kind of like loosely translates to the foothills of the Alps. This is where they're full on mountains. Don't get me wrong; they're straight up mountains, but they lead into the Alps, and there's a difference. But the Alps, like I remember, because I used to travel up into Slovenia routinely. Around this area, I don't really know. I wish I should, and I don't. But somewhere around here, I used to go to Slovenia pretty routinely, and we would go through the Alps. Austria's up here. I would go there too. Beautiful country. And then I've gone into Croatia and stuff. But I remember usually I was the one driving us home. And everybody else would be kind of zonked out, you know, and it'd be daytime, and you could, as I'm driving on the autostrada, you can look up and see the mountains scaling up until it hit the clouds. But if your view was right, you could see. So let's pretend like this is altitude, right? So the mountain is rising, 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 cloud layer. But if your angle was right, you could see beyond, up above that cloud layer, and the mountain would continue. You know, it was just, it went past the clouds. So that's the Alps for you. It's really, really, really impressive. One of the other really neat sights I've seen was I was flying from Paris to Venice, and I don't think we went like this. Oh, yeah, we may have, looking at the geography here. But I got into the eastern edge of the Alps, and I was able to look down, and there was this big bowl. It's all snow, and it's just, it was like a huge crater up on top of these mountains. And I don't know quite how to describe this except to say that it looked like a glacier. And then there was this area of land that glacier must have moved through thousands of years ago, and it just carved out this huge bowl, and it's all covered in snow, and it looked like almost like a bowl of sugar or something, because the snow looked very soft, you know. It was really cool. Some tremendous views. Anyway, here's me being all chatty, talky. So we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Again, I'm Aesop Grimm. Thank you for coming by the channel. I hope you like what you saw. More importantly, I hope all is well in your neck of the woods. If it's not, I know it's cliche, but try to remember the sun always rises tomorrow. You know, if you can find the ability to give yourself a shot, sometimes a day is all it takes. And every day is a new chance. And so anyway, I hope the best for everybody out there. I understand that things are very topsy-turvy worldwide. It seems like everybody's sort of, they may be dealing with a different flavor of it, but we're all dealing with the same stuff. And entire populations are having to go through things that are pretty wonky, is how I'll put it. I don't want to get too much into detail because people are going to have different opinions on this stuff. But at any rate, no matter what side of the fence you're on some of these things, there is stress, there is pressure, there is, I don't know, chaos, catastrophe. Things are in a state of upheaval. Personally, I believe we're in one of those eras that's kind of like the Enlightenment period or the Age of Industrialization, when you just had whole sea changes in culture because either technology or something culturally or philosophically, something brand spanking new has entered into the picture. You know, and so you have a lot of change occurring in that, and change is usually not peaceful, you know, or tranquil is the word I'm looking for. So anyway, I understand that many people are dealing with, maybe, like I said, different flavor, but you're dealing with a lot of stuff that you didn't have to deal with maybe 10, 20, 30 years ago, you know, and I really wish the best for everybody out there. And I will see you in the next episode where this story continues.